So the concern that I had, as I said in today's paper, and that's where all I was coming from, a fair and level playing field, is give them an opportunity to bid. I applaud, whenever you're ready.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Go ahead, you applaud.
I applaud the mayor's effort to bring jobs to Cleveland. And in fact, I think it's magnificent, that effort to go out and outreach and try to bring jobs in, realizing the fact that we've lost a substantial number of manufacturing jobs. The majority of the points that the administration made at the table yesterday, I don't think anyone in council would disagree with that. What we take exception with, or we take issue with, is the 10-year no-bid contract, that nobody else has a shot at bidding on city light bulbs and fixtures and electrical components. I mean, the technology is changing so rapidly, as we all know. I mean, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, what was LED lights? No, 2 years ago, what was the fluorescent compact bulbs? Nobody knew anything about it. So we know the technology is changing, Paul, dramatically. And that was the issue,
Well,
a 10-year no-bid
10 years
contract.
is a good point. What about just a no-bid contract to begin with? What's the rush?
Well, that's part of that issue, because when we buy goods and services, we always go out for bid, and it's always the lowest and best bid, and usually 1 to 2, maybe 3 years maximum on a contract. But again, a 10-year contract with no one else having an opportunity to secure that business. A bidding process is just that, to get the best deal for the taxpayers and the people of the city of Cleveland. We don't know who else would have bid out there had they gone out for bid. Cleveland Public Power indicated to us that they put forth a questionnaire with 33 questions on it, and they based their agreement on those 33 questions, which they indicated in their own document that they could not confirm all the information that was provided to them by the companies they interviewed. So, my concern was that I think, if I'm Cleveland Public Power, and I'm the commissioner of Cleveland Public Power, and I'm having an issue or concerns about lighting, or how we can get a better handle on our lighting costs, why wouldn't I have gone to General Electric or other major companies and say, what can you do to help the city out? You have suggestions, you have recommendations to us. We're thinking we're going to go out for bid on this. What suggestions might you have? I mean, we got the clear indication from General Electric, and maybe others that we haven't had the opportunity to engage with, that they never even had that opportunity. That's the point. We applaud the mayor's efforts to bring jobs here. We applaud his efforts to diversify our local economy in any way, which way possible. So again, the majority of the points, there's no disagreement. The only contention is the fact that this was a no-bid contract for goods and services. We're not talking about a professional service contract to hire attorneys or architects or consultants, which we see all the time, because there's people that are specialized in certain areas. So you don't go out for bid in those areas. But this, where something as basic as light bulbs, that was the issue. And that's why I want to restate the issue of a fair and level playing field. And if nothing more, Paul, it's because of this issue. Because General Electric is one of the few companies in this region who stepped up to the plate to volunteer and invest in the Cleveland Public School System. They've also helped create the new STEM high school, which is a magnificent educational facility. I mean, show me other companies, other businesses that did that. So if nothing more, I think we just owe them the opportunity to have a fair, level playing field. At the end of the day, they might not have got the contract. They might not get the contract. Maybe the Chinese firm comes in with the best bid, the best opportunity for growth and advancement. And that's democracy. That's the fair and level playing field. But when you don't give the other manufacturers the opportunity to even come in and say, well, you know what? Maybe we can create jobs here, or maybe we can't. But let's be able to weigh it from a standpoint of the council. And that's the council's responsibility, to help level the playing field. So I don't disagree with the administration or mayor at all. Their aggressiveness in trying to bring business to the city, I applaud it. I'm glad to see it. I work with him very closely on a whole wide range of issues, but
Don't
this
be in
one.
a rush. Go ahead.
But again, but I think there was like this throw it right into the finance committee without, and that's from the standpoint, it has nothing to do with the administration. From the standpoint of council, that should have gone through the proper committee review, should have gone to the utilities committee, should have gone to the economic development committee.
Why are all those reviews good?
So we can do our due diligence, so we can really weigh the proposal. Does it have the impact that we're being told it is going to have on employment opportunities, on the city's bottom line as it pertains to our purchasing power for bulbs and electrical components? I mean, those are all issues we could have taken our time. We're thrown in a committee hearing in late afternoon to try to weigh a multi-million dollar proposition. That was not fair to the administration nor to the city council members, and that's something we have to resolve internally. That should not have taken place. But I want to make sure that all companies are being treated fairly. At the end of the day, the proposal that was put forth by this Chinese company might be the best one. Might be the best one, but we didn't have that opportunity to look at an RFP, to look at their bid, to see what they were actually, who was actually proposing what and where. And that was the overriding concern. Fairness and equity. We want to make sure that everybody has a fair shot at city business. And if that's the case, then let the chips fall where they may. And if GE is not the low bidder, then you know what? They win some and they lose some, just like any other business.